deprivations of their rights. Thank you very much for your presentation. Now I would like to give floor to Sardar Shaukat Kashmiri sahib. He is the chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party, attorney at law by profession, and renowned human rights defender from Pakistani occupied Kashmir. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank you, all of you, for your support, for your dedication in terms of human rights protection. Mr. Joseph, his renowned human rights defenders, and so many other people who actually contributed a lot in the past, and now still they are young, committed, generous to protection of the human rights. I would not like to repeat anything which already stated, but somehow there are some issues which is similar. Every person in this world is facing, like inequality, gender bias, religious hatred. In some of the countries, they are ruled by the oligarchs, and oligarchs not ready to listen the human voices. We have experienced some the old colonial powers still they are in a positions to wage war, or sometimes they are raising right to self-determination and peace. But in practical terms, whole world is and humanity is suffering due to their policies, expansionist policies, warmongers, because they have their interest to wage the war on the weak nations. And many human rights defenders knew that this building, these institutions known as United Nations Human Rights Council or United Nations Human Rights Security Council, International Court of Justice, and all international institutions which is trying to serve the people. Today, they are all in a positions that they are not in a positions to believe that they will exist anymore. Because now, United States, the first state who took initiative and bring all the nations, let us solve the issues peacefully through dialogue, and United Nations came in inceptions. But now, all those states which have in the past very big claims, they are slowly leaving all these institutions. They are not ready to finance or paying some kind of a contribution so that the human rights should be protected. So it is very alarming situation for all human rights defenders. And even in you people have experience in Europe. Some nations are asking in Ukraine peace must be restored. And some are saying, no, we will definitely give the defeat to the Russia. And Russian says, what is our fault? We have never ever waged war on the Europe. We always help them. Today, we have listened many voices against China. But during the Cold War era, China was a darling, lovely country for the European and all old colonial powers, because at that time their policy is to crush, isolate Russia. So we are the people, the commoners are victims of the Cold War era policies. And that policies applied in our region, so we were forcibly divided and our people were forced them to leave their birthplace. And now they created two countries. One is known as India and the other is called Pakistan. Before 1947, there was no name such type of the countries. It is the British colonial, and of course the region, the people, the pro-people political parties, they are fighting for their freedoms. Freedom of India from the clutches of the British colonial powers. 200 years they ruled that area. And when, due to the pressure of the common people's struggle, they left. British left that area, but unfortunately, they create many more problems. So, the countries and these colonial powers use some countries created by them as a proxy, and when the civil society struggles and political party, conscious political parties who are ready to serve the people's rights, they create against them the proxy political parties, funded them, supported them, and that parties in our areas, it's known to all the religious motivated radical groups, extremist groups are supported and funded by these parties. Pakistan, unfortunately, it's too hard word, not polite. But since 1947, Pakistan playing as a proxy country of the West. And in the West, never ever say any country for the restorations or to honor the democratic voices of the Pakistan. And whole country actually recruiting extremists, providing funds, and wage a war between two sects of the Islam, Shias and Sunnis. And now, the Afghanistan, the India, and whole region is suffering due to the proxy war and proxy politics. Fortunately, Indian founding fathers were committed with the democracy. But there is a new birth in 2014. And even their officials stand that no, we are not actually got independence in 1947. There is a ruling party who say no, we are actually got freedom in 2019 when that party is a ruling party. And the civil society, the human rights defenders, and especially the my people, they are actually facing their majoritarianism. And in 5th August 2019, a historical state was further divided and their status was reduced. Now it's called Union Territory. Pakistan, it is our very firm stand that Pakistan has no locus standi. But now both India and Pakistan, they are not ready to recognize our people wish, our human rights, and even our the democratic norm. Like our chairperson stated, there is one legislative assembly called under Indian administrations. She passed a resolution and asked the government of India to restore over those rights which you have abrogated. those constitutional guarantees, and that the guarantee was incorporated in the constitution, but unilaterally, just for the majoritarianism, you abrogate 370, a constitutional sections, and also 345A, which actually guarantees over demography. Now,
35A.
35A, which granted over, because our case is in the United Nations. It is India who actually asked United Nations Security Council that Pakistan invaded through the proxies, private militias, and regular troops. But now, India also not honoring those pledges, those constitutional guarantees which were actually pledged with the Kashmiri peoples by their founding fathers. And they are trying to communalize, they are divided people on the basis of region, or Jammu versus Srinagar, Srinagar versus Muzaffarabad. We are asking Government of India and world community and all those peoples who actually honor the human rights. Our people have no right to freedom of movement. At this stage, we are not asking we need freedom of expression, but at least this is the minimum right of the people, that they should enjoy the freedom of movement, one village to other village, at one country, one state, in any district or any area. And this forced division should be abolished. Kashmiri people deserve for right to self-determination. And these proxies countries are proxy political parties who actually waging war in the regions and creating hatred among different religions. They are divided people on the ethnic lines and not ready to recognize their cultural, political, economical rights. So we are facing worst kind of a discriminations. Constitutionally, because constitution is imposed by Pakistan. Constitution is imposed by the India. And that constitution, if any sections or clause supported us, they say, no, you have no locus standi to apply this clause. This kind of a personal liking or disliking, even in the constitution, they have. So we are ready for peace. We are asking, we deserve for the peace. We are also human beings, and our all rights should be respected, should be restored, and Pakistan and India should dialogue with each other for our reunification. Because state of Jammu Kashmir is these two countries created in 1947 by British. But our state before 1947 was independent. People were enjoying many fundamental rights, although the system was not ideal. But we have the institutions, we have the legislative assembly, we have the king, and the people and political parties struggling for the right, democratic rights of the people. But now, we have no these options. So I hope that our people should support us and the world community open their eyes and do not encircle the personal liking and disliking, and these oligarchs who actually think that they are in position to define the fate of the people. We should tell them it is not your right, it is the right of the people, and we are very firm to get our freedom and our rights, and we will restore peace in our world. This world is majority of the people, not only for the oligarchs. I thank you. Thank you for
Thank you very much.
taking a little bit more time.
Thank you very much. We have a constraint of time. We are running out of time. I will open floor, but before opening the floor, I want to tell international community and the people of Jammu and Kashmir that Kashmir issue is very much alive in United Nations. We have United Nations resolutions on Kashmir, United Nations reports of 2018 and 2019 on all areas of the Jammu and Kashmir. Through this August gathering, we urge United Nations to follow up of these reports, because after 2019, Pakistan declared Gilgit-Baltistan as its province, and India merged, dismembered historical state, and they demounted the status of Jammu and Kashmir state into union territories. And those both countries should hold accountable for their wrongdoings and their unilateral decision imposed on the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now I will open the floor if somebody has short question or